of Mbeere North, that MP has time to go and sit in a big hotel.
Last day, there was a meeting in a big hotel in Embu. We as youth were not well represented.
And chair a meeting to come and declare one of the cabinet secretaries a spokesperson for themselves, not even for the people.
We have unanimously agreed that the link between us and the executive is Professor Kithure Kindiki.
We feel that Manyata and Ronyenjes were not represented, and we would want to know why. My name is Frida Karani. I'm a gender and equality, diversity and social inclusion specialist based in Embu, and I'm also a civic leader. Today we are gathered here and we want to confirm that we acknowledge His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto as our president, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua as his deputy, our governor Cecily Mbariri. We have 4 MPs in Embu County and 20 MCAs. And today we are gathered because of the proceedings that we've been seeing of late. In a layman's language, wanaongea kuhusu mlima, and they are saying that now the mlima is divided. And as young women leaders and youth of Embu, we are saying that we have noticed it and we are very concerned, because these politicians, these legislators that we elected to go to parliament to represent us and laws that will favor the Mwananchi, we see they are busy doing other things, and those other things are divisive politics. So today, in one voice, we are calling for them to just stop and retrospect and go back to development and stop doing these divisive politics. The other day, they spent a whole day in a very big hotel in Embu, and they declared one of the cabinet ministers a spokesperson. As women and young people of Embu, we are noting that 2 of our MPs were not present, the MP for Manyata and the MP for Ronyenjes. And so we are wondering, if that team is speaking for the people of Embu, we feel that Manyata and Ronyenjes were not represented, and we would want to know why, so that as young people, we exercise our democratic right. That meeting that met that day had no representation of women at a time when Kenya is grappling with gender equality and the observance of the 2-third gender role. We want as women to be included in decisions that are made that affect us. Number 3, there was no public participation when declaring this leader. Remember, when we elected these leaders, according to the constitution, they're supposed to represent the people. And if they don't represent the people represent themselves, which is what we are doing. So we also want to call upon those leaders, when they are making such critical decisions of announcing a kingpin or a spokesperson, to involve the people, so that we are also able to put our voice there and agree to that agenda. Number 4, the issue of regionalization is causing a lot of division among us as constituents. When we start taking sides, it means that as a people of Kenya, cohesion is affected and we are not able to work together. So for me, I call for togetherness, and as women of Embu, we are calling for togetherness of these leaders, and they should stop and go back to their development agenda. I want to highlight a very specific example of Mbeere North, where we as Gen Z, we are struggling with digital awareness on some of the stalled projects. Bridges that were destroyed during the floods are yet to be built. Schools are still not built, but that MP has time to go and sit in a big hotel and chair a meeting to come and declare one of the cabinet secretaries a spokesperson for themselves, not even for the people. And we also want to take note, as women and young people of Embu, that we still have another cabinet secretary who is in a level position, Honorable Muturi, and we don't know where his position was. So we want to call these leaders to be together, all of them, and we as women and young people, we shall not accept a decision that we see is not inclusive of all the leaders that we elected.
Masi Wanjiko, a youth from Embu County. We as youth are left behind, and nothing we are not informed about anything. Last day, there was a meeting in a big hotel in Embu. We as youth were not well represented, and kuna vitu wanapanga kuendelea instead of wanafanya maendeleo. We as youth tunataka pia tukue included.
Labda unaona kama wana present your issues vizuri?
No, they are not representing our issues. Juu pia tumesoma, tunafaa kukua included, tukue tumetafutiwa kazi hapa.
So your endorsement kwani mnaiteka aje?
We need them to include us in those meetings and a public participation.
Kwa maoni yenu kama youth, mnaona hiyo siasa iachanwe nayo kwanza?
Kwanza waachane na siasa, wafanye kazi. It's time for them to work. this is not the time for them kukuwa nafanya siasa. It's time ya wao kuwa nafanya kazi. We as youth wakuwa natuita pamoja, wanatuongelesha, wanatuambia what next. Kama ni strikes, kukuwa hakuna strikes. Kama wako pamoja, wafai kukuwa united kufanya mikutano za siasa for this time.
Jina yangu naitwa Francis Musili. Mimi naongelea Gen Z kwa jumla. Tumeona mambo mingi inafanyika, lakini sisi kama Gen Z tumetengwa. Mikutano inafanyika, watu wanaendelea kufanya mikutano huku public, lakini sisi kama Gen Z hatuhusiki mahali. Watu wanaenda huko wanapanga vitu, lakini sisi hatuoni hata kama kuna mahali tuko involved. Kwa hivyo sisi tunaomba hiyo mambo ikiendelea kufanyika tukue tunahusika. Development tunataka tukue na development mzuri. Hiyo ma strikes kwanza ishughulikiwe na tutakuwa sawa.